breathing in deeply. I trust my truth. We were just talking about I trust my truth. We are sinking back into that truth energy, back into that divinity. I trust myself. I trust the process. I trust the process. Thank you for liking the live, Beth. I want you to trust the feelings that you go through, the things that you think. I want you to trust that they are meant to process. That's where some people tend to get stuck when it comes to like, okay, why can't I elevate? Thank you for liking the live, Beth. And I'll expand upon that a bit more in just a moment. Thank you for the rose, Beth. So, sometimes when you feel like you're having trouble with elevating, what it could be is a hang up with processing the feelings around the next level to come, right? It could be fear that maybe you're going to regress, or maybe that you haven't progressed far enough. It can be fear that you are not capable at the next level, that this level of success is where you're meant to be, where you're meant to stay. So essentially what I'm getting at, again, it's letting things process. At every level of success, at every level of evolution, at every level of elevation, the process, or not the process, I guess what shall we call it? Because I don't want to say process twice. The experience is going to be processing more deep-seated fears and insecurities, allowing you to elevate. Does that make sense? So breathing in deeply. Breathe into that heart space as you breathe out, cutting the cord of insecurity, cutting the cord of fear, cutting the cord of fear of emotions processing. How does that feel? Feeling better? And I cannot tell who's in here. Like, my live will not tell me who is in here. So if you're in here, hello. Welcome in. We're just chugging right along as the energy flows. I think this has been happening all week for me. Like, I can't see who's in here for some reason. Ella May, welcome in. How are you? And thank you for liking the live. How are you feeling? How is everyone feeling after that full moon, or not full moon, new moon energy? I was just talking about in the first part of the live before I restarted. Thank you for the roses, Debbie. Before I restart, and thank you for the heart me. Wait, what'd you say? Exhausted, but I think it's taking my meds after a month or so. Oh, LMA, I am back. I'm back, Stephanie. I'm back. Thank you, Corey, for sharing the live. Yeah, for some reason, I think TikTok there's a big delay in me coming on and people being notified and being able to find me. Thank you, Cherish, for liking the live, and thank you, Corey, for sharing in LMA, and Sarah the Soulpreneur for liking. Thank you. Oh, dental work. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Lauren, welcome in. How are you? How are you feeling? How is everyone feeling? So we were just diving in real quick to letting truth process, letting feelings process, letting things come up and out. Because that is, like I was just saying earlier, that is the process through every elevation. Being able to confront your feelings more, being able to dissect them, look them in the face, and let them process and leave out of your body so that you can go further. Lauren, I am so sorry. Come in, relax. Relax, relax, elevate. Hey, my tooth hurts now, but it looks beautiful compared to before. I love that. I love it. Hopefully the soreness will subside soon. I know when I was younger, I had braces, of course, and embarrassingly, I had headgear too, but I only had to wear it at night, not during the day. But holy, that it hurt so bad, and I had so many teeth pulled. I feel you, is what I'm trying to say. I feel you on the dental work. So definitely sending the vibes for the pain to subside. Tooth pain it's rough, especially when it's radiating and it won't go away. All right, let's open up that heart space again. I want you to envision your green heart chakra. Thank you, Megan, for liking the live. Your green heart chakra is turning into a giant, beautiful forest. I envision the rainforest. It is luscious. It is growing. It is vibrant. It is full of life. The air is so fresh. The air in your heart is so fresh. The energy in your heart is so fresh. And you do not worry about the expression of your heart, how big this expression of your heart is. You do not worry how people perceive this expression of your heart. Whew. Oh, Stephanie, I am so sorry. I have never had a kidney stone, knock on wood. But yeah. Ooh, oh, Lauren, just relax, breathe in, let that heart space open, accept all the love and energy. I'm low-key visualizing Forks Beach right now. It's in Forest. I have never been there. I don't know what that's like. Thank you for the stars for liking the live. Oof, Stephanie, that's intense then. I don't think I want to experience a kidney stone. A Twilight reference. I didn't really watch Twilight. I'm sorry. Lover, welcome in. How are you? How are you feeling? And thank you, Stephanie, for liking the live. Yeah, I definitely need to drink more water. I've been slacking on that this week. All right. So I kind of feel like the energy went to avoidance just a little bit, and that's okay. Kind of avoiding what is in the heart, avoiding true expression of the heart. That's okay, we're gonna work through it. So take another big deep breath in, sending that breath down to the ground, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with stability, connecting with calmness, connecting with strength, connecting with safety, connecting with security. Ooh. Let that heart chakra feel the pulse of the earth. Thank you, Melissa, for liking the live. Let that heart chakra feel the pulse of the earth, the safety and security of the earth. Oh, they do, Lauren. They absolutely know. 100%. Thank you. Welcome in. So how many of you feel like if you reveal too much happiness that you hold within your heart, how many of you feel like you have a bit of fear of judgment, or you worry about judgment if you show just how excited you are, or you show just how loving you are, or just how deep your feelings actually go? Melissa, yeah. We're going to expand this. We're also going to expand this tomorrow night in the Frequency of Life session. So if you guys have not signed up for that, again, it's free. Sign up for it. It's a Zoom meeting. If you can't attend, put your email in anyway so that you can get the replay. We're going to talk about that some too in the Frequency of Life. But anyway, thank you, Samika, for liking the live. All the stars. Lauren, yes, sign up. Sign up so you can get the replay or attend live. I would love if you were there live, of course. Weary of who and what. Or wait, sometimes grew up as a kid. I would expand my feelings to my mom and be shut down, so I try to be weary of who and what. Ooh, I've gotcha. Completely understand that. So we are going to release some of that fear here, right now. Asking for a clear divine channel to remove this fear around judgment, of expanding our emotions, of letting the heart be fully seen. Thank you, Catnip, for the follow. Welcome in. So the title of this live is Elevate, right? So here comes this word. I elevate above people's capacity to hold their own emotions. Let that land. Did you actually hear that? Did your energy feel that? I rise above other people's capacity to hold their own emotions, to express their own emotions. Sari, thank you for liking the live. How does that feel? We're going to move more, but how does that initial piece feel? When you start thinking of it in terms of, okay, what are they able to hold? What is their own capacity? And their own capacity does not have anything to do with me. Thank you for sharing the live, the stars. Floaty, I love it. It is really a small shift in mindset. We talk about this all the time, making small mindset shifts. That's part of this work. The other part of this work is, the ethereal, energetic, soul work part where we're actually moving like your specific energetics around, but also mind work comes into this. Shifting the viewpoint a little bit comes into this. We sometimes will equate someone, thank you, Abby, for liking the live. We will sometimes equate someone's response to our expression of our emotions as something to do with us, something that's wrong with us. And like 99% of the time, that's not accurate. That's not what's happening. Yes, get your tears out, Lauren. Get them out, get them out. Whew. I know some of you, if you've never been here, you're like, why are you smiling and happy about someone getting tears out? Because that's energy movement. Those are things leaving the body that need to leave the body. That is indicative of breakthrough happening when you let emotion flow. It's not always tears for everybody. Sometimes it's laughter. Sometimes like some anger comes up and they let it out and they're like, I recognize that I'm angry and I'm releasing it to the universe. Emotion coming out is indicative of things moving the way they need to move. Thank you, Riley, for liking the live. P.S. This is collective divine channeling. So we are doing healing together as a collective. The universe is telling me things that need to come through to help the collective move forward with healing. All right, clear divine channel for the next piece of this, to be unafraid of expression, of emotion, expression of the true, I hear the thriving vibration of love within everyone's hearts. Whew. Everyone breathe deeply. Breathing out, and I'm going to push like this energetic stone ball I see inside everyone's energy. You don't have to do anything, just, let me push this ball, revealing the light behind it. Let's reveal the light. Let's reveal the path. What is behind here that we've been trying to hide? Feeling like it's going to be too hard. How does that feel for some of you? How does that resonate with some of you? Feeling like the expression of really what's inside of you is going to be too much of a burden to bear. H, thank you for liking the live. Like, oh, if I put it out there, then I have to maintain it. I have to constantly explain it. I have to constantly be in that vibration of it, or people are going to think that I didn't really mean it, or that I was making it up or something like that is what I'm feeling. Feels like pushing the ocean through a straw, like there's too much. Oh, the stars. Like it will ask a lot of me. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so that's why that word maintenance keeps coming up. So let me just tell you right here, right now. The universe does not expect you to, and the goal is not to constantly have to be in that one vibration. So you express a bunch of love, you express a bunch of happiness, you express a bunch of elation. Thank you, Molly, for liking the live. I think that's what that pretzel is supposed to represent as an M. I love it. It does not expect you to express whatever joy is inside of you, and then you have to constantly maintain it, like I was just talking about. So I release the idea that I must maintain positivity all the time, that I must maintain this upward trajectory all the time. No, you don't. Ooh. Because the path of healing and expansion, because again, this energy work isn't just about let me fix everything inside of me. This energy healing is also about let me expand everything inside of me. It looks more of like this winding path. It looks more of like circular motions, like you're constantly making circles, you're going in different directions. It's not just this constant line upwards, so we tend to think of it as this linear path. It is so not. it has so many twists and turns. It has so many pieces that it, will bring you back to time and time again to see more depth, to see more truth. Is this making sense? I know I was talking really fast just then because that was just the universe going so don't be afraid of coming back down. Does that make sense? Don't be afraid of having to stay in the energy of maintaining. Instead, seek to be in the energy of softness. Seek to be in the energy of flowing where you need to flow. Ooh, so I release the pressure. That expression of what I truly feel inside of me will be too much, will be too heavy, taking that burden off of the back. Ooh, holy moly, that just gave me a chill. I release that burden. That burden is a subconscious manifestation. Yes, it is. It is not the truth. And I can tell you, sitting here today, having done this work for many years now, I can tell you sitting here today that this big expression of emotion, this big expression of what, you truly feel inside of you, it coming out is not a burden. It provides more freedom. But I know there's that initial hump that we have to get over. It's that humanness. And of course, it's a lot of what the world has taught us. As someone mentioned earlier, every time they express their emotions, to their parents, they would get shut down. There are those things that happen in life that condition us to be that way. I get it. But here we undo it. Here we reprogram it. We get back to the actual operation of ourselves, the way in which we truly function best. Oh, let's let that settle. That was a lot in just a few minutes, wasn't it? Ooh, let's get some sugar baby oil on too. We need that. We need lots of sweetness because everything we do now, since we have stepped through the blue moon, which was the last full moon, was the blue moon, we stepped into a deeper frequency of love, which is the basis of the frequency of life. Life functions from the base of love. So let's bring in that sugar baby oil to feel that softness, to feel that depth, to feel that love. And again, we are going to be exploring that tomorrow night in a group session, completely free. It'll be on Zoom, so it is a private session, link in bio. You just put your email and your name in on the Zoom website for registration. It will be from 8 to 9 p.m. tomorrow night Central Time. If you cannot make it live, there will be a replay. So put your email in anyway so you can get the replay. We're going to explore that frequency of life through love, so you understand what is available to you, the energy of creation available to you, so that you can find that flow into passionate living. So you can find that root of consciousness to consciously engage with every decision that you make, even your day-to-day choices, to be a very conscious participant, to find that love within each decision you make. Thank you for the heart me and go populars, Dylan. So you find that zest for life, so that you really truly understand. The lighting today is superb. Oh, thank you. It's a blue and green light that I have on right now. I guess it makes an interesting effect. But again, that link is in the bio. It is a completely free Zoom meeting. It'll say the frequency of life. Register so you can get the link and reminder. Whew. So it will be energy healing and also discussion, expansion through discussion. It'll be a mesh, kind of like how it is here, where we discuss and we heal at the same time. All right. Why is Kool-Aid coming in? That's so funny when like food things come in. Thank you, Dylan, for liking the live. Ooh. Oh, I get why it's coming in now. It's literally indicative of I'm filling my cup. So I don't know if someone in here really likes red Kool-Aid, but filling everyone's cup. My cup will always be full if I express myself. My cup will always be full if I am true and honest about what resides within me. Oh, Mars, that is so sweet. Sorry, I was trying to hold back a yawn. My cup will runneth over. The more that I am intuitive with my emotions. I am intuitively guided by my emotions. I intuitively express my emotions. Whew. Thank you, Dylan, for liking the live. How is that feeling? I feel like that just generated some heat. Let it settle. Breathe. I tried really hard. I was like, no. That is so funny. You loved Kool-Aid as a kid? Me too. I tried it. I tried it in later years and I didn't like it so much, but man, it was good when we were younger, wasn't it? And those popsicles, those, what were they called? They came in the plastic, the clear plastic, and they were long. It was a certain brand that came in the net bag. Anyway, those were amazing too. And the plastic would cut, make the sides of your mouth raw. I know, Dylan. Sometimes I will eat that much sugar still, instant regret. Instant regret. And I also literally, after getting some blood test results back, I just literally cannot keep eating that much sugar and expect to stay alive. So gotta change that habit anyway. Is there wax in my hair? If you see wax in my hair, guys, we did our candle ceremony last night and all the wax shavings are still on my desk. Haven't swept them off. My mom would never buy it for me because it wasn't healthy. And oh, Lauren. Oh no, Dylan. Thank you, Jessie, for liking the live. Yeah, I gotta do better and go back and get retested and see if anything I'm doing is making a difference or if I gotta go harder. I think that's wax right there. Anyway, moving on. Universe, where do we need to go now? Where are you taking us now? Blue energy. Throat energy, that's where we're going. Thank you, Dylan, for liking the live. Thank you, Roddy, for liking the live. Whew. Some of you, this is something that you guys need to do at some point in time, however you feel called to do it. But I am getting direction from the universe that some of you actually need to speak out loud about your pain. Speak out loud in the ways about the ways you think you were wronged, you felt you were wronged, for it to process. That is a literal energetic exercise of letting it release. Just letting yourself get it all the way out, not getting stuck in a loop, not getting tangled in it, not trying to sit there and, mull it over until you feel better about it. I mean, just talk about it, let it out. Whatever comes out of your mouth comes out of your mouth. So letting the truth come out of that throat chakra, letting it come out unapologetically, letting yourself release the burden of any hurt that has been stored inside of you energetically. We were talking about that earlier, but now it's a very clear direction that some of you have got to do it. You have got to do it through your voice specifically, not just here in this energy healing. How does that feel? Does that feel like a good challenge? Ooh. Clearing the space of the throat chakra so you feel free. You feel free to do that. It is safe to do it. It is your divine right to do it. It is your mission to do it. It is my mission to speak. Speak my pain out into the universe, to let it over out into the universe. Whew. Body. Hang on. We're going to switch gears real quick here. Focusing on the physical body now. Switching gears ever so slightly. Allowing the nervous system to walk through this healing hand in hand, to walk through this healing knowing that this is safe. Bringing the system down, the nervous system down from overdrive. A lot of people are not stuck with being able to, what's the word I'm looking for? to rationalize what's happened to them. Thank you, Karina, for liking the live. Most people, thank you, holding pause for the heart me. Most people do not have a lot of trouble in that way. Where things tend to get stuck, where the deficit tends to be, is the body. We know that physically our brains and our bodies are different things, right? They are connected, but they are different things, and they have to process things a bit differently. Our bodies keep emotion stored even when we feel like we have processed it logically, we have processed it in the mind, right? Thank you, Bubba John, for the follow, and thank you, Jessie, for liking the live. So here right now, that's what I want to focus on, because I feel some people's nervous systems in here, like you're accepting the healing, but I feel your nervous system's kind of like starting to shake, like, oh, I've never actually like let the body get through it. Like instead you start to do things that are soothing. Maybe you know, have you ever noticed a lot of busybodies? Like our parents, especially like the boomer generation, they'll say, oh, I've never had depression, oh, I've never had anxiety, but I can't sit still. I'm a busybody. I have to work 24/7, or I feel like I'm lazy. That's because they're not letting they're not letting both their minds and their bodies process, but definitely not their bodies. Thank you, Gabrielle, for the heart me. Oh, I'm so glad you needed the reminder. Welcome in, perfect timing. And thank you, Jessie, for liking the live. My leg was literally bouncing so bad today, and I was like, I'm not that anxious, am I? Yes, that's your body telling you. Actually, you are. Your body is trying to self-soothe. It's trying to like stop whatever's going on, right? So let's hit this with energetics right now. Ooh, bringing in divine white light, bringing in divine angelic silvery light. Archangels Michael, Archangels Gabriel, and Raphael, please step in to help the body process. Yes, Gabrielle. Ooh. I give my body permission to find safety and release. I give my body permission to let the surge of adrenaline rush and release. I give my body permission to breathe through the process. Ooh. I give my body permission to understand that letting go is safe. Letting go is healing. And what I mean by letting go, again, is it's just another phrase of like letting the emotion work through and come out of the body. Thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live and reposting. Okay. So this is where the mind and body can work in tandem. So sending the message from the mind to the body. Body, this will process, this will pass. This is the path, this is the cycle. Ooh, that the wheel is going to turn. The emotion just has to come out of you. I have to feel where the pressure points are. I have to feel where the pinch points are to understand where and how I need to release. Does that make sense? Because if you constantly ignore those pressure points, those pinch points, then it's just going to keep coming up. It's just going to keep coming back around, even though you've already done the mental work, right? Even though you've already said, okay, well, I get that whatever happened to me, I've already processed that logically. It's going to keep coming up if you don't let yourself understand where your pinch points are. Oh, breathing in deeply to the body. Breathing out, ooh, especially out of those hips. So anywhere in the body, stress, pain, trauma can be stored. I tend to find a lot of it in people's hips, but a lot of it also in people's shoulders and the necks, a lot of those, common places, but it can be anywhere in your body. Thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. So right now, well, the point of me saying that was, but I specifically want you to breathe very heavily out of the hips. So let's do it again. Breathing in. Breathe out. Releasing that air through the hips. Releasing that energy out of the hips. Ooh. I give myself permission to open that release valve, open that pressure valve, let the steam out. How are we feeling? Let it go, let it flow, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Again, sending that signal from your brain to your body that this emotion in my body will pass. It will pass, it has to pass. There is no object standing in the way. The universe is confirming that for you. There is no object standing in the way to keep these emotions from processing out of my body. Ooh, I literally see knots coming undone. There we go. Good, glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Dylan, for liking the live. My tooth just got sensitive. That's so weird. Okay. Don't know what that was. Anyway, moving on. Thank you, Simply Sam, for liking the live. Oh. I allow my body to understand that there is safety in rest. I know I was just talking about earlier, it's common to see it in the boomer generation where a lot of people are busybodies. They don't allow themselves a lot of time to sit and think because it doesn't feel safe to sit and think and actually feel where the pressure points are in the body. So the universe is just reinforcing there is safety in rest. There is safety in letting the body slow down. Because remember, we just went through all of that there is no block in the way of these emotions processing out. There's no block. They're free to go. Yes, Gabrielle. Oh, Riley. Oh, Lauren. No, I get you. I get you because similar experience. I understand. Now, I know I don't want to make it seem like I'm just shitting all over a generation. I'm truly not, because each generation kind of has like their thing, right? So, this thing that I'm talking about doesn't mean that every boomer's like that. My generation, millennials, have a thing. Gen Z has it. Like every generation has their thing, okay? But it just is very common to see things like that in that generation just because of how they were raised, the prosperity that they got at their point in life. And yeah. I get it, Lauren, I really do. That was actually my last candle reading message. Was it, Riley? I love it. Oh. All right, let me scrape a bit more energy out of everyone's bodies. Oh, Lauren. I definitely remember having an amazing time with my grandparents too. It won't let you gift. Am I like banned from gifts or something? I don't know. Maybe. So, funny thing, TikTok likes to tell me I'm naked a lot on live. I don't know why. So maybe I got another "you're naked" violation that I need to dispute again. Who knows? It's so weird. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Wear a turtleneck? It's crazy. Yeah, anyway. Oh, and thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. How are we feeling now? Now we're gonna send, ooh, okay, it's like we're floating in a pool of water. We're in a cave, but there's a beautiful blue light, so we can see. It's not a dark cave, but we're floating in this pool of electric blue water. And you can see beautiful little fish swimming beneath you. The water is clear and calm. Ooh, this is such a strong word. I command myself to be comfortable. This is in more than one ways. More than one ways. English, please. Anyway, this is in more than one way. This is not just talking about physical comfort. This is allowing yourself to be energetically comfortable. This is allowing yourself to be, this is going to sound interesting how I'm going to phrase this, but just let it land because that's how this work is. It's about the vibration of the phrase more than it is like the combination of words. I allow myself to be prosperly comfortable. I don't think prosperly is really a word, but the root word being prosperous or prosperity. Prosperity, comfort. Prosperously comfortable. Interesting. Let that land. Sometimes weird things come out. I'm trying to fall asleep, but it's 5 a.m. where you are. Where are you, Gaga? Abundantly is a more grammatically correct word. Yeah, that works. And it also comes out better. Thank you, Fuckery and Shenanigans, for liking the live. And thank you, Jessie, for liking the live. But yeah, sometimes the way things get phrased, if you've worked in depth with me, or the more that you're in these lives, or if you join group healings, or we work one-on-one together, you will come to find how interesting the power of words are. And again, these combination of words come from the universe, the phrases come from the universe, and it's the vibration attached to them that does the work. How cool is that? I allow myself to be uplifted, to be elevated. I am comfortable with elevation. I am comfortable with pushing my edges, stretching my edges. I am comfortable with stretching my energy. I am comfortable with stretching my soul. Thank you, Michelle, for the follow. How does that feel? Thank you for the heart me. And everyone, do not forget, do not miss out on a completely free group session tomorrow night from 8 to 9 Central. The link is in the bio. It is called The Frequency of Life. Sign up even if you don't quite understand what I'm talking about yet, because it is something you are not going to want to miss. We are meeting tomorrow night on Zoom, so put your email in to get the Zoom link. The Frequency of Life, let me just quickly tell you, since we're getting close. Yes, sign up, sign up. The frequency of life, the base from which it operates is love. And when the blue moon happened last month, the last full moon of May, we stepped into a much richer and alive frequency of love. Thank you for the greeting hearts, Dylan. I love it. We stepped into a much deeper frequency of that love. So I'm not just talking about, oh my God, I love everything, I love life. That's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about each choice that you make, each task that you engage with, each situation that you're working through. You are consciously Thank you for the bow knot. That is so cute, Dylan. You are consciously choosing to engage with them through love. That was cute. No, it was cute. You are consciously choosing to make decisions with love, out of love, for more love in life. So what does that really do for you? That allows you to be consciously engaged with your life so you don't feel like you're missing any of it. In fact, you feel like you're gaining more of it. That does for you, it sparks, I can't talk tonight. It sparks the passion to achieve whatever it is, even if it's something you consider a small task, but something that brings you joy. If it's passionate, do it. it sparks that drive so that you wake up every day going, all right, what is the mission today? Again, even if the mission is small, but you're doing it from the frequency of love, you're doing it from the actual frequency of life, so you feel engaged and you are getting more out of it. And you are more empowered. You have more power to do more with life. Is this making sense? We're going to go a lot deeper. There's going to be a lot more topics inside of it. I'll post about it one more time tomorrow before we go live in the Zoom. So again, remember, sign up in the link in the bio, in the link tree. It's completely free. We'll have some discussion and we will do energy healing inside of it as well to get on this frequency. But there's a bit more information on my Facebook, a bit more information on my Instagram, but you can use the link in the bio to sign up. This is very much a meeting for those who want to be in a more elevated, well, like the title of tonight's live, be in a more elevated space of living. Be in a more conscientious space of living. To stretch more of their ideas of what a fulfilling life can be. And to stretch their capacity for creation. Does this make sense? I always ask if it makes sense in case anyone's confused. Because when it all comes out in channel, like sometimes I don't even know exactly everything that came out. Switching between thinking mind and channel mind is still kind of, it can be kind of crazy. It can be an experience. All right. Are we ready to tuck in? And again, don't forget to sign up for the completely free session tomorrow. Let me tuck you in nice and snug in this beautiful energy so you can get some amazing sleep, so you can relax, so you can go forward tomorrow feeling lighter, feeling more secure, feeling more driven, feeling more loving. All right. Wrapping you up, sealing you up. Good night. Good night, good night.